Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going.
And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts.
Caught left side, Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Gets this complete to Butte. This defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This a 2nd and 8. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. There's a nice move. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now this throw caught left side. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Throwing is Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They run. It's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, here we go.
Henry up the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
The Jaguars add 8-3 now. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Throwing Jones. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a dump off here complete.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. 3rd down here.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the 1st down.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. This will go to Henry out wide.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Back to throw. Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
Henry will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive. And
to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Now Hurts going to move him around.
To throw again on second down.
Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On third down, here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Donovan Peoples-Jones
from 19 yards away.
And the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Henry gets through, and now an opening. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just 1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Second and 9 from the 44.
Now Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. Call it a gain of 1 yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Mims in motion right.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
McPherson's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, here's Hurts.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Third down and 10.
They'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
Now 2nd and 3. Hurts.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The kick by McManus is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
He's got Higbee complete right side. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
I just know defensively when you see 3rd and long, you just tell each other, guard the sticks. Don't let them get to the 1st down line. Anything underneath will make the play. But you have to take care of all responsibilities and know that they swing it out to a back. One-on-one tackles in the open field are critical. And if you miss, sometimes you end up on the wrong side of that 1st down gain.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They give it to Williams, running right. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Third down and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break the initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out, learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
Throwing is Hurts.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Here's 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, Jones. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Man in motion left, Mingo.
Now Jones throwing on first down.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
A first down carry for Henry. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11 now. Hurts sets up to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. They'll set up to throw. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. And his throw here's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Back to throw here. It's caught inside the 25. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second down and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Marvin Mims.
69 yards.
And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Second down, here's Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a pitch out to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now 2nd and 9.
And the busy night for Henry continues.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Jacksonville, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, that first win remains elusive. They drop to 0-12 now with the loss here. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.